Ethan Keider, and I'm running for Senior Survivor, Team Keider. You might have a couple questions. How did I get this cool t-shirt? How did that Among Us figure get there? Why do people take babies on airplanes? And what's the reasoning behind my name? Alan Keider is my grandpa. He served one term in the Air Force and then came back to 7 kids in an 1,100 square foot condo of 4 bedrooms and 1.5 baths. Now, I'm not a scientist, but that's a lot of kids and not a lot of room. So, Community Catalyst is a charity that helps the less fortunate and veterans find housing, proper housing. For the situation of my grandpa, having proper housing for 7 kids would have been very beneficial for his situation. Other reasons why I picked Alan Keider as my team name is because my grandpa passed down values like thinking critically in specific situations, working hard, and being competitive throughout whatever you're doing in life. I carry these values in everything that I do. This led me to be the strongest player on the football team when I played, be an honorary captain, be all-county and all-region. And then when I went to DECA, it helped me and my partner go to states. And when there was the Powder Puff volleyball tournament, we won our first game in that. I also like to challenge myself in school, so I took 3 AP classes last year. I did 2 job shadows, one for a physical therapist and one at Ecto HR in Brighton. And then I also have 6 dual enrollment classes, college classes, this year. I also most recently shaved my head in the assembly for cancer. Step in my office, please. Being such a competitor, I've learned to research your opponent. So, Schnitzel, he's a varsity basketball player. He always needs to seem to have gum. Then, could be public enemy number 1, could be tied with Schnitzel, but Sexton, he's my opponent. I did some research on him. Seems like he's going to be worthy, but Sexton is his name. I've done my research. It makes me think of this quote that I had from a very famous coach of mine. Actually, let me just take you back to the moment. Yeah, it's Coach Lewis, not Lewis. Hey, Keider, I'm just thinking of all these guys in my gym class and all these. They're not looking in the eyes of adversity. They're not going through it. It's stressing me out. It's getting on my nerves, and it's a time of adversity. You need to step up. You need to be a guy. You need to get in there. You need to get your feet in the muck, and you need to be a guy. Later in life, it's gonna come. You're gonna be a family guy, you know. And I used to be the guy. You know, my dad used to tell me, you gotta step up and be the guy. You know. You gotta be a guy. There's no way around it. You gotta stick your feet down in the muck with your basketball shoes on. You gotta be a guy. You know. And at the end of the day, it's just you and your guys being a bunch of guys. You know, that clip, it's a real fond memory of mine because it embodies what it's like to look in the eyes of adversity and level up to the expectations that are needed of you. Now that I've told you about my team and myself, say, go Team Alan Keider for your next Ultimate Survivor.